Jennie Baranczyk has done some good things with Oklahoma. Oklahoma women's Sooners basketball team went to the Sweet 16 2 years in a row now. Just really good program. Oh, before I get too far into it, I'm going to be repping for Academy Sports and Outdoors. I'm going to have four products throughout the video and little cards above to give you, if you're an Oklahoma Sooners fan, some products that you can buy and have at home for you to cheer and show everybody you'll cheer when it comes to Oklahoma women's basketball. Also, Academy Sports and Outdoors is just good company. I love their outdoors products. I mean, I'm a redneck. I'm from the South. We love going outdoors, whether it's fishing, hunting, or just camping. Or, hey, Saturday night bonfires. All these things are just, you can get a lot of the stuff you need for that there at Academy Sports and Outdoors. Then you also got sports gear. All of it's really good. But hey, that's for you to decide. Now, Jennie Baranczyk had a few folks that left. Reagan Beers graduated and is playing for the Connecticut Sun. Peyton Burhoist graduated, and here I am mispronouncing things. Sorry about that. She was considering going in the draft, but she decided to do other things. Beatrice Culleton, Reagan Beer's backup center, graduated. And Zaya Van transferred to, of all places, Texas. Why you would transfer to Texas if you're from Oklahoma, I don't know. Especially considering how deep her roots ran to Oklahoma. Her sister played there. Important player, but well. So the top, so for the, pardon me, three of the top five players are gone now. Reagan Beers, Peyton Borhoist, Sia Band, and then throw in Beatrice Colston. But Jennie Baranczyk has got this set up. Sia Band's the only one that left to go to another team. Unfortunately, it is to Texas. We're going to cover each of the players that are staying, the players that are coming in, by the numbers, of course. But when you take a look at what Jennie Baranczyk's done, I mean, you take a look at what she did with Drake when she was coaching Drake Bulldogs, which is part of the Missouri Valley Conference. 192 wins, 96 losses, had 66.7% winning rate. At Oklahoma so far in both the Big 12 and the SEC, because she started there in 2021. She's 127 and 42, 75.1% winning rate. She's got a 74% winning rate in the SEC, had a 75.9 winning rate in the Big 12. She had a 75.9 winning rate in the Missouri Valley Conference. Looking at her record, she's only got one losing record, only got 3 seasons, counting the losing season, that she's gone under 20 wins since 2012. She's been coaching since 2012. Her first season was a losing one, went 11 and 20. Second season, she went 17 and 15. Then she went 20 and 1. She's won multiple conference championships, made it now to the Sweet 16 twice in a row, made it to the NCAAs multiple times. This is a coach that knows what she's doing. So we're going to be covering the players that she's going to have next year by the numbers, because that's how we do things here. Now, I will say this much. Guard wise, she probably should pick up another experienced one from the portal, but she does have one returning one. So let's get into this. Welcome to Redneck Sports Channel. I cover women's basketball on here because this seems to be what everybody wants to watch.
Artlist.io.
I have an SEC bias. I have an American Athletic Conference bias. Why? Because I love both those conferences. both in football and in basketball, primarily women's basketball. Yes, once in a while I'll cover other sports, but we
Music
focus on
licensing
women's basketball
reimagined.
because that's what you folks seem to want. Now let's get into this. Now, if you're going to have a guard that's going to be staying, Aaliyah Chavez is probably one of the better ones to consider. She played all 34 games, 32 and a half minutes a game, 18.4 points, 3.8 rebounds, 4.2 assists, 1.4 steals. In other words, wow, point 0.3 blocks, but she did have 2.9 turnovers. Also, her shooting could use some work over the summer. 37.7 field goal percentage, 30.5 3-point percentage, and 92.9 free throw percentage. So her free throw percentage is showing she knows how to shoot. She just needs to make more intelligent shooting. That brings in discipline, which would help with the turnovers. Now, transfer wise, she's getting in Jordan Spicer from Kansas State. Now, Jordan Spicer was Kansas State's fourth leading shooter. Played 37 games, 22.9 minutes a game, 10.2 points, 3.5 rebounds, zero point 0.9 assists, 1 steal, zero point 0.3 blocks, 2.1 turnovers, though. Uh, 38% field goal percentage, 34.9 3-point percentage, though, and 87.5 free throw percentage. Coming from the Kansas Jayhawks is Keely Parks. Now, she's sixth leading scorer. Uh, she played only 16 games, 16.8 points, or 16.8 minutes a game, 5.1 points, zero point 0.9 rebounds, 1.1 assists, zero point 0.8 steals, zero point 0.1 blocks, zero point 0.6 turnovers, 36.6 field goal percentage, 33.9 3-point percentage, and 33.3 free throw percentage. Somebody seriously needs to work on her shooting. They also have two recruits coming in on the guard side. One of which is Eastridge, Montana guard Deanna Murray, highest ranked uncommitted senior prospect. Okay, Murray averaged 17.1 points, 5.7 rebounds, 3.1 steals, 2.7 assists as a junior. So she was ranked as the number 3 prospect in Minnesota's 2026 class by Prep Hoops Girls. So really talented player there. And then you've got Austrian Sina Halal. Hall. Um, Now she's played a lot of FIBA. For the 2027 FIBA Women's Senior National Team Eurobasket qualifiers, she played 6 games, averaged 13.8 points, 1.3 rebounds, 2.8 assists. 2025 qualifiers, she played 5 games, 4.8 points, 1.8 rebounds, 1.8 assists. She's done pretty decent. She played for a couple of other Eurobasket teams, but solid player overall. All of them are. There's some shooting percentages that they really need to work on. I think that's going to be the biggest problem with their guards, is getting their guards to hit where they're shooting at in a disciplined fashion, which would help with the turnovers, which also seems to be a little bit of a problem. But hey, this comes with experience. This comes with discipline. Hopefully, Jennie Baranczyk's going to be able to do that. Now, let's take a look at the forwards. Now, when we're looking at who's staying, the third leading scorer is staying. That is Sahara Williams. Played all 34 games, 27.2 minutes a game, 12.4 points, 7.9 rebounds. So she had a few double doubles in there. 3.8 assists, 1.1 steals, zero point 0.5 blocks, 2.8 turnovers though. That's one of the things. This past season's teams had a high turnover rate. Four players having over two turnovers is not good. And a couple, and one really close to it. But 46.1 field goal percentage, 26.4 3-point percentage, and 71.6 free throw percentage. Brooklyn Stewart Stain, she's the sixth leading scorer, played all 34 games, 15.9 minutes a game, 6.6 points, 4.4 rebounds, 1.3 assists, zero point 0.6 steals, 1.1 blocks, one turnover, 49.2 field goal percentage, but 16.7 3-point percentage, and 77% free throw percentage. Kaya Smith, 34 games, 14.6 minutes a game, 4.3 points a game, 2.5 rebounds, 1.1 assists, 1.6 steals, zero point 0.2 blocks, 1.4 turnovers, 49.5 field goal percentage, and 32.4 3-point percentage with 59.3 free throw percentage. So not a bad shooter. Keziah Lofton, all 34 games, 13.7 minutes a game, average, 4 points, 2.1 rebounds, zero point 0.5 assists, zero point 0.6 steals, zero point 0.3 blocks, zero point 0.8 turnovers, 44.1 field goal percentage, 13.3 3-point percentage with 61.4 free throw percentage. Emma Tolan is staying. She's an Irish recruit. I has some Euroball league or EuroLeague style to her. Played 22 games, 7.6 minutes a game, 1.5 points, 1.2 rebounds, zero point 0.4 assists, zero point 0.2 steals, zero point 0.1 blocks, zero point 0.3 turnovers, 42.3 field goal percentage. That's but with 44.4 3-point percentage and 66.7 free throw percentage. Dafa Sizasko, who's French, and I probably butchered her last name, and I'm sorry. Sizasko. She's a center. She was the backup to the backup center. So she's going to get a lot more playing time. She did get 9 games in this past season, 2.3 minutes a game, zero point 0.4 points, zero point 0.3 rebounds, zero point 0.6 assists. Let's just say her numbers are not all that spectacular. Now, coming over from Virginia, there was a transfer, which is Samaya Smith. Now, this team broke up. Their coach they got rid of their coach because of an investigation. Bad stuff. Samaya Smith was a sixth leading scorer for that Virginia team. Played 23 games, 26.9 minutes a game, 7.9 points, 6.8 rebounds, 1.4 assists, zero point 0.6 steals, zero point 0.7 blocks, 1.6 turnovers, 44.8 field goal percentage, 20.6 3-point percentage, 66.7 free throw percentage. Now, there is another transfer, British. She's British, plays both center and power forward. Is Menmi Ozzy Mamudu. She was for Maryland, sixth leading scorer, 31 games, 18.3 minutes a game, 8 points, 6.4 rebounds, zero point 0.7 assists, zero point 0.8 steals, 1 block, 11 blocks for this team, 1.8 turnovers, 57.4 field goal percentage, 53.7 free throw percentage. Didn't attempt a three-pointer. And then you've got elite Leah Carlson-Bell as a recruit. Now, also known as Lily Bell, she's a 5-star composite recruit from Minot, North Dakota High School. This is She's a power forward, North Dakota Player of the Year after leading Minot to a 24.3 record, or 24-3 record, and third place finish in the Class AA state tournament. 6'3" power forward, left her mark, averaging 27.4 points, 11.2 rebounds. So she could do double double once she gets used to the college game. 2.9 assists a game. Became all-time leading scorer in the Class A Division AA history with 24 career points. I mean, she can score from multiple areas of the floor. So, really strong group of forwards here. Really are. Going to be some strong defense. I honestly believe that Jennie Baranczyk has a solid team for next season. Zia Ban leaving a little bit sad there, especially considering she went to Texas. Good lord. Um, but Aaliyah Chavez has a lot of upside. Now, Jordan Spicer and Keely Parks will bring some added uh, experience to this team. I would still say, even though, yeah, you're picking up Deanna Murray and Cena Hall, I would say you need to pick up just one last guard from the transfer portal. You still got a strong group there. But forwards, good lord, the forwards that they kept. Sahara Williams and Brooklyn Stewart are going to do great things. Samaya Smith probably will be doing some really good things. You've got ladies that were there last year that are probably going to be able to step up. I don't know who she's going to start as a center, but you've at least got two solid choices for center. Aaliyah Carlson-Bell seems to be someone that a lot of a lot of folks think that she's going to do real good. I'm not sure if she's going to make it a third time in a row to the Sweet 16, but she's going to be, Jennie Baranczyk's got a really good shot at doing it with this team, depending on how the guards do. Aaliyah Chavez, you know what you're getting. I mean, seriously, you know what you're getting with Aaliyah Chavez. But there was a lot of experience gone, and you're having to replace with two transfers from, I'll be honest with you, a lesser conference. Vienna Murray, Stina Hollerl, they don't, you know, they're going to have to take time to get everything up and running, but I think they'll do good looking at what they've done already. I'm really looking forward to Leah Carlson-Bell, though. She is someone, may not get a lot of playing time this next year, but man, does she seem to have a lot of upside. Jennie Baranczyk's going to have to a lot of these coaches, they don't seem to pay attention. And I keep stressing this in most of my videos. I don't have to stress it with LSU. I do bring it up with some of the players that they've gotten, but I don't have to stress it with LSU. Don't have to stress it with Texas or South Carolina. Shooting percentages matter. And while they had a good field goal percentage, not an elite one at Oklahoma this past year, their 3-point percentage was a little off. And they they also needed to get a little bit more, they needed to work on the turnovers. When you've got four players over two turnovers a game, two of them almost at three turnovers a game, and another player almost at two turnovers. Yeah, you need to work on your ball discipline a little bit. But Jennie Baranczyk is not. I am not complaining about her. I'm not saying she's a bad coach. I'm just saying I'm pointing out a few things that went wrong this past season. They're still a Sweet 16 team 2 years in a row. I don't complain about any team making it to the Sweet 16 2 years in a row. It's a solid team, solid coach. Unless there is a player meltdown, this is going to be a really good team to cheer for. So, hey, go Boomer Sooner and all that. I think the top, it's either one of the top or the top women's athletic programs in all of college sports, in my opinion. Because, hey, take a look at their women's gymnastics team. But hey, this has been Paul with Redneck Sports. Y'all have a good day now. Bye. Hey, folks, before you leave, if you're can't become a member via my YouTube channel, which that's for my thinker. I've also got sports. I've got a Patreon. If you really, really want to help me out, I would be much appreciated. But hey, hitting like, hit subscribe, hit commenting, all those things really help me out. Have a good day.